Solids have a fixed size and shape. They are not easily compressed. Why do solids display these characteristics?
Matter is made of particles. In solids, particles are packed close together. Compared to gases, any given volume of a solid has much more mass. Even though they have kinetic energy, particles in a solid vibrate in place, but do not change positions. Intermolecular forces of attraction hold the particles of solids close together and in a fixed arrangement. This accounts for the fixed size and shape of solids.
Even though the molecules in solids attract each other, they cannot move any closer together than they already are. Recall that the outer part of an atom is made of negatively charged electrons. Also recall that like charges repel. If the particles of a solid get any closer together, the negative charges repel each other. This is why solids are difficult to compress.
Liquids have a fixed volume like solids, but they are fluid. Because of their ability to flow, they take the shape of their containers. This syringe is filled with air. Since air is compressible, I can easily push the plunger in. This syringe is filled with a liquid. If liquids are compressible like gases, I will be able to push the plunger in with no problem. What do you think will happen? While slightly more compressible than solids, liquids cannot be compressed very much. So, no matter how much pressure I apply, I can't push the plunger in. Why aren't liquids compressible? And why do they take the shape of their containers?
Unlike solids, the particles of a liquid are not held in fixed positions, but are free to move past each other. Like solids, there is not much space between molecules in a liquid, so density is relatively high compared to gases. Intermolecular forces of attraction also exist between liquid particles. Because the particles continually move past each other, the attraction between any two particles lasts only for a short time, and therefore generally exerts less influence than the forces of attraction between solid particles.
Intermolecular forces of attraction are strong enough to keep liquid molecules from drifting apart, so the volume stays fixed. But because the molecules are free to move past each other, liquids are fluid and take the shape of their containers. Like solids, the particles of a liquid are already close together. If we attempt to force them closer, they repel. This is why liquids have little compressibility.
Bromine gas is inside this container. If I open this valve, the gas flows into the other container and fills it. Like liquids, gases are fluid, taking the shape of their container. Unlike liquids, the volume of gases is not fixed. Gases expand to fill their containers.
Gases are very compressible compared to liquids and solids. Why are gases compressible? Why do gases fill their container? According to the kinetic molecular model, there are large spaces between gas particles, so density is very low compared to solids and liquids. The particles are constantly moving at high speeds. Even though there are forces of attraction between all real particles, under most conditions, the particles of gases do not attract each other because they are far apart and moving very fast. Like liquids, gases are fluid because the particles are free to move around, so gases take the shape of their container. But since intermolecular forces of attraction have no effect on gas particles under most conditions, the particles are not held together in fixed volume. Because of the constant, random, straight-line motion of gas molecules, a gas expands to fill its container. Since there is so much space between gas particles, volume must decrease drastically before they start repelling. Therefore, gases are very compressible.